Good morning, guys. It's just a couple of days before Christmas, and I am fixing to, I'm waiting for Daniel, and as soon as he gets here, or I hear him coming, I'm going to get in my truck. I've got a little bit of lumber there, and Debbie, she lives right through them trees. You can see her old house right there, but it was flooded during Harvey, and I built her a tiny house in front, but she doesn't have a well house, so she needs something to cover her well. And so as soon as Daniel gets here, we're gonna set 4 posts to start, and then I'm gonna give them a few days to dry. Probably won't do a whole lot to it after that until after Christmas holidays, and then we'll get started on it again. But we're fixing to do that now. I'm waiting for him. He's going to bring the auger so it won't be so hard to dig. And I'm probably going to pull on over there in my truck and then walk back over here. I asked them to move the car. I think they moved the car. The car was pulled up where it was hard for us to get to the well, but I think it's moved now. So yeah, I'm fixing to get in my truck and back over there because I have all the lumber in the truck, and then get her water hose ready because we'll have to put some water in those holes with the concrete. So we're fixing to do that, and then I'll show y'all a little bit of the progress after we get going. Well, I just got in my truck to pull over to Debbie's, and look who's in my back seat. Piper, are you taking a nap? You're going to go crazy when I start this truck. I know you are. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, I left my window down when I got home with the lumber. It's still cool outside, but the sun is shining. And I knew I'd be coming right back out and oh my gosh, my fingernails, so sorry. I knew I'd be coming back out as soon as Daniel called and said he was home from fishing. And yeah, so she jumped in the back seat of the car. She jumped in the window and is laying back there. Anyway, I'm gonna get over there. So I just got pulled in, and I gotta take this ladder away when I leave. Take the swings off that swing set. She's gonna put her a like a little porch swing, but hang it from that frame. I can't get around. I have to go around this way. Anyway, there's her little well. There's her old house right there. It was a big, nice house. And probably if we wanted to, or she could, or somebody could put a whole lot of money into it, it needs a new roof. There's a back porch that was added later after the house was actually built that needs to just be completely torn off. And then the inside would have to be gutted down to the studs and cleaned really, really good for any mold that's been growing in there. But like, if you look through that window, so the back door is just wide open, so there is no telling what's living in there. But it was always a cute little house. So we bought this frame. It was one of those storage, oh, the sun is so bright, one of those storage buildings. It was 40 foot long and 16 foot wide. And then I went in and put rooms. It was just a big wide open space, and I put some rooms on it. Then we added an addition for a laundry room and bathroom. That little house has 4 tiny bedrooms in it. They're only as wide as a twin size bed, but they're like 11 foot deep, but a little over 6 foot wide. Just big enough that the bed goes at the very end across the room, and then you come back toward the door of each bedroom with dressers and whatever you need. In a couple of the rooms I built closets, and 2 of the rooms I just have armoires. But it was first big major thing I've done in my building stuff. I've always worked in rooms and, you know, remodeling little rooms and helping build things. This was a task that I took on almost entirely by myself, and had some help when it came to wiring, and got some help from the family. We had to get outside help with the wiring, but had help from the family. Daniel and Jake, Stephanie, my daughter-in-law, helped. Buddy helped some getting the ceilings in. Steph helped me put, I taught her how to do wallpaper in that room, because we put wallpaper in Debbie's daughter's room. Anyway, it was a undertaking that I'd never done before, not a whole house, but it came out so cute. So we have to either tear this down or get somebody to come in and do something with it. Eventually that'll happen. Put her a nice little fence up across the back. She'll be able to take the trampoline back to the backyard again, because right now her house sits just probably maybe 15 feet from the back of her house to the front of her old house. Anyway, waiting for Daniel. Any minute he should be here, and we'll get started on that. I think I'm going to do a 6x8. Should be plenty big enough to, I came out and measured earlier, and it could be 8x8. We may do 8x8, but I was thinking 6x8, so I don't have to worry about when you come to the roof. Like if you go to the store to buy tin, the metal for it, you know, you get an 8-foot sheet of metal. But you want to have a little bit of overhang in the front and the back. Therefore, you have to bring in the frame to like 7.5 or something. You know, you just need a few inches on. So I just thought, you know, 6x8, and we'll run the roof line the way that so an 8-foot sheet of tin would have an overhang in the front and a good overhang in the back, and we ain't got to cut anything. We'll just slap it up there when it's time. But right now, like I say, we're just going to get started putting the post in the ground here, getting them cemented in, and I got some 2x4s to wrap it to keep everything steady. It's pretty windy, but I don't think it's windy enough to move them, but we'll just go ahead and put some 2x4s around it to hold it steady. And when it all sets up good, then we'll come back, and after that I probably won't need anybody's help. But come back after Christmas and put a roof on it, and put some walls on it, eventually get some walls on it, and she'll have a little well house. It's when we do get some freezing, any kind of freezes, we all put lights on our wells. You know, just a light bulb, a heat lamp. I usually just put a 100-watt bulb, and I'll hang it from the roof of my well house, and it'll hang just a few inches above these points right in this box right here, just to keep everything warm. We also run our water at night. Like if it's going to freeze at night, we leave drips. You know, we leave it dripping in the bathroom, dripping in the kitchen. We open the cabinets up underneath to let the heat from the house fill around. But the light on the well helps a lot too. I am a big stickler for setting my alarm a couple of times during the night, and I get up on those freezing nights, and I do loads of clothes. That way my water is constantly during the night moving, and nothing freezes up, my cold water line. So anyway, he should be here any minute, and we'll get started on this, and then I'll show you all the progress we get going on it once we get going on it. So I forgot my screws back at the barn, so I had to walk back to the house, and I got back, and Daniel has already cut my frame. So what we're going to do, this is the easiest way to find your corners for your post, is we'll just make the square the size that we're going to do the building, and set it where we want it, and make sure it's square. Use our tape and square it off, and then in every corner we'll know that's where we drill our holes with the auger for the post. So we'll do that in just a second. Is that bit messed up? Oh. So let me help him find it. So we built the frame. And now, see, we just, right inside the frame, we did the holes on all 4 corners. So we'll do that on all 4. And then we'll screw this frame at the bottom all the way around level. Then we'll wrap at the top. I'll come back and show you all wrapping it at the top. I was trying to help, but Daniel told me that I need to be videoing so y'all can see who does all the real work. So, you know, maybe I'm just the foreman.
There's a bunch of videos, Kim, and all these little projects. What they don't ever show is the labor behind all the projects.
So I have the ideas and I implement them by you as the worker.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, I'm over here, Lou.
Typically how it goes. I'm always the worker.
He's
all right,
a titty baby.
That concrete opened up.
So we've got 3 posts in. So much clay and it's so wet. Can't even walk good out here because our feet are covered. It's making us walk funny. This is the last hole.
What we do with this, because you can't drill this hole straight, you'll leave this little corner. We got to drill at an angle. So that post will fit right up in the corner.
Mm-hmm. He's smart.
Talking about me again.
I said you were smart. Okay, so we're down to no more lumber. Trying to figure out if either one of us have anything we could finish this front with, just to get her frame done. And then Daniel
I really
says,
wish you wouldn't feel me when I'm standing sideways. It shows my big gut.
oh my gosh.
I'd rather be
There's probably people that think that's sexy. Oh, you look like little man in a big man in a little jacket, little coat. Anyway, remember when girls would walk by in that movie, he would puff up?
No.
Chris Farley? Anyway. Well, if we come back across here at the front, then we would need 8-foot laths to go across the top. Like 1x4s.
Yeah.
Do you have any 1x4s?
Anything I have is going to be
We really only need 3 or 4 of them is all. It don't even have to have a door right away. Just if we could get a roof on it now to protect it from rain.
I guess wintertime's about on us. We need to get it dried in.
I know.
We put a heat lamp in it.
All right, we'll figure it out and we'll see what we got.
And I see a lot of people just their wells don't ever have well houses. They fill them with blankets.
Yeah. Well, you can buy those insulated. It's insulation, but it's got the silver stuff on it, and they're like
Like a little bit of hot water.
Yeah, it goes down. I've seen people wrap them in insulation. That put that.
I've got insulation that I can't use.
We can't wrap it on insulation with it getting wet. There has to be something over it, like after you insulate it, then you got to put a trash bag over it or something. But anyway, so I don't know what you have in the back. I can go look in my shop. In the back of my blue truck, I may have a couple of 2x4s, but I don't know how big they are. But we're going to look. So this is what we got done so far, guys, and then we're going to see what we got around the house to try to finish it up a little bit for her. The closer to Christmas we get, we forget what we buy people.
So I'm just going to close off my porch with cow panel.
Mm-hmm. All the way around it.
All the way around. So I've got 4 16-foot pieces in my car at Tractor Supply.
Well, you gotta get somebody with a trailer to go get that.
Yeah, Laramie's gonna hook up the box trailer.
Okay. All right, let's go see.
And then But the problem is those cow panels are 50 inches. So we're gonna have to unscrew all of my top boards
And bring them
raise
up.
about a quarter of an inch.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so let's go see. It's already too cool to me now.
You're dressed like a hoochie.
No, I'm not. I'm wearing rubber boots and shorts.
I thought it was gonna be. I was upset because I thought my dad nailed those boards in with his nail gun.
I've told him to.
He didn't. They're screwed in. So we'll just
Hi,
unscrew the
Elfie,
top.
baby. You gotta learn to stand back up.
He does sometimes, but when he's eating, he don't.
Hi, sweetie.
Look at him. Here he comes.
There he comes.
Come on, Elfie. He gets so excited to see me now. He follows me all around that porch.
Hi,
Don't
baby.
pity on my porch. He keeps pooping.
I told you that was gonna happen.
Look at him peeing right now.
Hi,
He's
sweetie.
having a show.
You
Because the
just-
camera's here.
Peeing for show?
As soon as we got into the room at the vet's office, he peed and pooped.
I know when I took Gimli, he went in on his leash, all happy, and walking around looking and just pooping as he walked. I just took my tennis shoe and just my foot and scooted it all up against the wall so it wouldn't be where people stepped on it.
Jacob is extending my fence tomorrow.
How far out?
16 foot.
So you're gonna go 60 more foot that way, so that'll just be one cow panel that way. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll make it wider and more space for him.
And then
And I do.
these are going to be, these 4x4s aren't going to be able to be used anymore. So he's going to actually redo the whole back fence.
Oh. Yeah, because, well, even if he was able to pull the 4x4s up and they stay solid, the hole at the bottom would have to be so big because it's concrete around them, and that's going to stay stuck to them. So, yeah, that'd be better if they're going to redo that for you. That'd be good.
So I need you to tell me what I need to build a gate. I know I'm going to need some pretty heavy duty hinges because that's a whole 8-foot space
Yeah.
across.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wearing shoes, Carter.
So you want your gate to look like your porch?
Yeah.
You want it to blend in with your porch? Like it looks like it's a solid, like it's solid, but it's actually a section that's a
I mean,
gate.
it don't have to. You can know that it's a gate. I don't care. I just wanted to build it because my dad had suggested getting a gate like that to go up there.
Oh, no.
Just buying a
Pre-made gate.
Yeah.
No, you don't want that on your porch.
No, I want
It looks like a field.
Yeah.
It looks like it goes in a field.
Yeah. I want to put his house on that side of the porch. Away from... Excuse me.
You know, since you've got these back here,
Come
you
on,
could
Carter.
take a really cute section.
She won't come with me because he's not coming.
You love the baby
Come on.
goat.
She said, well, it got down right in my way.
He gets down like a horse for you to get on his back.
Come on over here walking like Pawpaw.
So, you know, you don't have a whole lot of north wind coming through, but the north wind comes through there. That's your cold in your winter.
Okay.
So I'm just going to make a suggestion that if his house is over here, right? We either make it all the way up against this porch as close as possible so your house is blocking some, or you just take a little section from this post to this post and do privacy. So people coming up the driveway don't see what might be back here. Oh, busted up hay and whatever he lays on. But it also gives a windbreak to him. You could do that here, or the whole house he builds has a whole total wall on it over here.
What kind of house are you thinking of building? What kind of house? What's your picture for this house?
My picture for this house is just, unless you want to walk into it full size standing up, never having to bend over, which I can say is better for doing anything that you got to do in there, instead of having to walk hunched over the whole way because, oh, he's a little goat, so he don't need a very tall space. I would say build it at least 6 high.
Okay.
You would need 4 posts.
Get over here.
Is this wall right here taller than you?
Yeah.
Down at this end? Yeah. Okay, well, I can make a suggestion. And even though that's
Don't
closed,
tell me no.
even though that's closed and it would stay closed and you'll have panels around it. If you do this, if you do your 10 coming off like this, you could do, you'd only need 2 more posts set out here. And use these as your front 2 posts. And then this is a solid wall, so you don't have to mess with it because it's the panel. So then when you get out here,
So
you
it'll still be open. Like I could see him from on my porch because it'll
because it'll be that cow panel you're going to put up.
You think it'll be warm enough for him?
It will be because this back side will be closed.
Where he'll have a door over here?
His door will be all here.
Okay.
From however far. And you don't need to go very far. I would say probably no more than about 4 foot. This is all he needs for a house.
What about if I get a second goat?
Even two goats can live in, I mean, they're only in it at night.
Yeah.
And rain.
Okay.
But you could go bigger, you could go 6, you could go 8 if you wanted, but the bigger you make it, I mean, it's not going to matter. They're just 2 goats. You do need to get you a second goat because there'll be a time when you won't be able to be out here with him all the time, and he'll get lonely. He won't have a playmate.
You can't get on the porch with Elfie? He won't come down here with you?
But if we set another post here, somewhere out here, and then another post over here against your wall from this post, and then we bring it like it only takes like an inch to make rainfall, for the drain. So we'll just set it just a little bit shorter than this. So when you set 10 here coming out down here, it just barely has a fall, just enough that rain will come off the back of it. So it'll all be shaped this way. But you will walk in from here and this will make solid. We'll have to do like picket something here to make all this solid on this back wall.
Okay.
So he completely has a windbreak on this side. You can hang a light if you want to keep him warm, like a warm light. When there's 2 of them, you probably won't have to do that unless it's going to get really, really cold.
Okay. All right, so what do I need? What do we need? I need to make an order.
Okay, 2 4x4s.
8 foot?
Yeah. Sometimes you can get a 6 foot one, but might as well just get an 8.
Okay. 4x4 by 8. We need 2.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We're doing this without a floor, right?
Yeah, it won't have a floor in it.
Well, we need to close off below the porch.
Yeah, but you can probably get an old piece of tin and cut it and drive it into the ground and then screw it to your bottom plate.
Okay.
That'll keep them from going under. That's what I did in my goat yard. In the original one by the house, where I wasn't worried about, the chickens were going under there. It wasn't high enough for the goats. Yours is high enough for a goat to lay down and then try and turn, and all of a sudden
he does go under.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2x4s. I'm going to turn this off when I get some measurements. So we're getting Bree's list together, and we've been photobombed by this little thing.
Okay, just one more rose.
Hey, Elsie. And she's laughing because she pushed it. Okay, add 4 of those.
Okay, I got 1x4s. See, this is what I'm talking about. The 2x4s are what we're using for the framing, right?
Yeah.
So do I need corral boards or the 2x4s on the side
Oh,
with the cow panels going on?
If you want something over there, then I would just do the 2x4 so it matches the other stuff.
The 2x4s. Not.
You don't have to do corral boards on the back side.
Okay.
You can.
No, that's okay. I don't mind it being the 2x4s. This 9 is what I needed to. I already fixed that to do it freestanding, right? So should I just go ahead and add another 16-foot cow panel to my order too, since I'm doing both those sides?
Oh yeah, it needs another side.
Mm-hmm.
It don't have to have another side. Just be a two-sided opening. They can come in on this side or they can come out this way, unless you want it to be 3 full sides. You know, you look at like your porch, just for instance. If we took that side down and we took these down, you still have a building. You just don't, you can exit it 2 different ways. But if you want it to be a full 3-sided closed-in building with just the one opening in the front, then yeah, do another corral panel. So another 16-foot corral panel cut in half will do both sides.
Okay. But I don't get that here anyways. I have to get that at Tractor Supply. Okay.
Hello.
Did I get my pickets already?
What you hit me for?
Didn't we look at pickets already? Why aren't
Oh,
they in
show
my
your
car?
belly. Show, and you hitting me.
Quit eating my jacket, Elfie. Kim, didn't we look at pickets already?
Yeah, but I don't know if you got them.
We didn't add them in my cart.
You took the phone and was gonna do.
No.
Ow, ow, ow,
No.
ow, 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 ow,
I could have swore I put them in my cart already.
ow. Let me look.